Hello and welcome to Chair Yoga. My name's Debbie Mormon, and this class is brought to you by Family Care Health Centers in St. Louis, Missouri. Please remember to always listen to and respect your body, only moving in ways that feel safe and okay in your body. Nothing should cause any sharp or burning pain. If it does, please stop doing it. Stretching sensation and maybe some muscle fatigue is normal, but pain, nobody needs that. Make this your practice and modify in any way that you need or want to modify to make this practice your own. So we'll start with a little centering and centering and breath work. So find an easy seated position. Make sure the ankles are directly under the knees, and like there's a string at the top of your head pulling you up toward the ceiling. Lengthen the spine, lower the gaze or close the eyes, relax the shoulders down away from the ears, and just take a minute to fully arrive in your body. And your attention can land on your breath without any effort to manipulate it at this point. Just calming the mind and centering in on the body. And then maybe bring both hands to the low belly. And just try to elongate the breath a little bit. So feel the belly expand on the inhale and draw in on the exhale. So not your fullest breath, but definitely a belly breath and not a chest breathing exercise. So it's belly breaths. A few more rounds of breath like this. Keeping the focus on the breath. Letting the thoughts that come to mind float on by. And then release the hands. Resume normal breathing. And then I invite you to dedicate this practice to somebody in your life that might need some extra love or positive energy or prayers or whatever works for you. Just picture somebody in your life, in your mind's eye. It might even be somebody that poses a challenge to you, somebody that you feel challenged by or maybe don't have the most positive feelings toward. And try to let go of the judgment around this person, and especially let go of any expectations you have around this person. And then even imagine with the inhale you say the word peace, and with exhale you say the word love. Imagine inhaling peace and exhaling some love right to the person that you've chosen to dedicate your practice to today. Then gently blink open the eyes. We'll just warm up a little bit here before we move too much. So we'll start with the neck. We're just going to Inhale and turn the head to the right, and exhale, turn the head to the left. One more. Inhale right, exhale left. Bring the head back to neutral, and then we'll just switch it up. So now we're going to inhale left and exhale right. Couple more. And come back to neutral. And we're going to take let's take both hands into a gentle fist up here by our chest. We're going to take a breath in, and on an exhale, we're going to extend one finger at a time as the arms come down and out to the sides. And then on an exhale, we curl one finger in at a time to return the gentle fists to our chest. So that's our flow. Exhale as you extend one finger at a time out and back. And then inhale, curl one finger at a time back up to the chest as you bend your elbows. So the arms straighten as you uncurl your fingers, and the elbows bend as you curl the fingers in. So just flow like that. Yoga for the hands. Really extending each finger wide and then contracting. One more. And release the hands down. And we're going to take the arms to cactus arms. So elbows bent, hands up to the sky. And we're just going to take a twist here. So inhale right, exhale left. You can move fast, slow, whatever works for you today. But we inhale right, exhale left. And keep both sit bones rooted down into your chair and the spine long and straight. Inhale peace, exhale love. Right to that person you have pictured in your brain. Keep the low belly in. One more. And relax the arms, shake them out. And we'll go the other way. So return the arms to cactus arms, and this time we'll inhale left, exhale right as we twist side to side. One more. And come back to center. And shake the arms out. Good. Let's extend the arms, both arms straight forward. The palms are facing each other. And let your air out. And on an inhale, bring the arms up by the ears. And then we're going to scrunch the shoulders up by the ears, or shrug the shoulders up by the ears. And then on an exhale, allow the shoulders to relax back down into their socket. And really reach up through the side bodies while keeping the shoulders relaxed down, and feel that stretch. And then we'll take a side bend. So the right hand comes to the seat of the chair, left arm by the left ear, and we Side bend over to the right, keeping the left hip firmly rooted to your chair. And take some slow, deep breaths. Reaching the left ribs over to your left wall. Good. Inhale, both arms back up through center. Lower the shoulders down again. And we'll take a side bend to the left. So the left hand comes to the seat of the chair, right arm up and over by the right ear. Reach the right ribs over to the right wall. And keep the right hip rooted. And stick with your breath. Good. Inhale, both arms back up. Reach through the side bodies again. And gently lower the arms back down. And we'll take some shoulder rolls. So I'm going to leave my arms dangling. We're going to bring the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Just nice and slow. So we inhale forward and up. Exhale back and down. Imagine it's like giving yourself a shoulder massage. Really finding that full range of motion in your shoulder area. One more. And then reverse your circles. So we inhale back and up, exhale forward and down. Couple more. And relax. So we'll warm up the legs a little bit here. Again, find your long straight spine, low belly drawn in. We're going to extend the right leg forward in front of us and bend the knee, lift the knee, and lower the foot. We're going to flow like that with just the right leg. So we inhale, extend the leg forward. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, lower the knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Good. So now let's extend that right leg straight forward and make some big circles with your right ankle. So we're circling the right foot. And circle it the other way. And relax that foot back down on the floor and curl your toes under and push the tops of the toes into the floor. You can kind of wiggle the knee side to side to get all 5 of those toes curled under, feeling that little stretch there. Good. Put the right foot back flat on the floor, and we're going to lift just the toes up off the floor and try to spread your toes as wide as they can. And relax the right foot. And we'll take that little series on the other side. So we inhale the left leg straight out in front. Exhale, bend it, and the left foot just hovers. Inhale, lift the left knee. Exhale, lower it all the way back to the floor. Inhale, left leg extends straight. Exhale, it bends and hovers. Inhale, it lifts any amount up toward the chest. Exhale, it lowers. 2 more. Good. Now extend that left leg forward. Big circles with the left ankle. Keep the spine long and straight, belly in. And circle the other direction. And lower the left foot. We're going to curl all 5 of the left toes under so the heel is up off of the floor, and you're kind of gently pushing down to on the tops of the toes. You can kind of wiggle that left knee side to side. And put the left foot flat on the floor. Draw just the toes up and spread the left toes as wide as you can. And breathe. And release. Let the left foot relax. So a little more yoga with the hands. So we're just going to pull on each finger. So the left hand grabs each of the fingers on the right hand, and you're just pulling the fingers. And do all 5 of those fingers twice. Just a slow pulling. Good. Then take your left pointer and your left thumb, and we're going to press on that space between the thumb and the forefinger. And we're just going to apply some gentle pressure here. You can relax the hands to your lap as you gently squeeze that fleshy part between the thumb and the forefinger. This has a calming effect. It's an acupressure point. And gently release that pressure point. And we'll do the left hand. So now the right fingers pull each of the 5 fingers on the left hand. Do each finger twice. And then we'll find that acupressure point on the left hand. So the right thumb and forefinger, squeeze the fleshy part between your thumb and your forefinger on the left hand. And just keep that gentle pressure. Maybe take a minute to send some positive energy to the person that you're dedicating this practice to today. Gently release. We're going to take the knees out to a wide angle. Bring your seat forward up to the front edge of your chair. And you can kind of hold on to the chair, the seat of the chair or the back of the chair. And we're just going to we're going to get into the hips a little bit. So we're going to let the knees fall together any amount and then let the knees go back wide. So inhale as the knees fall together. Exhale as the knees go back wide. So it's kind of like your legs are a clamshell opening and closing. And connecting this movement with your breath. Take a couple more. And And relax the legs. Walk the feet back hip width distance apart. And we're going to continue with getting into the hips a little bit. So you may want a strap. If you have a hard time pulling that right knee up, you can put a strap around the right knee, and we're just going to make some circles with the right knee. So we're, again, getting into that right hip. You can also just use your hands to make the circles, or one hand to make the circles. Do what works. And circle the other direction. Change the direction of your hip circles. Good. Then we're going to land the right ankle on top of the left knee. If this is not in your scope today, you can cross the right ankle over the left ankle and just allow the right knee to fall open. You should feel some sensation in your right hip. Keep the right foot flexed, lengthen the spine. And we're going to show the feet a little love now too. So just gently massage the bottom of the right foot in whatever way feels good to you. You can use the thumbs, you can use your knuckles to just increase the circulation to your foot by massaging it. Maybe take a minute to thank your feet for carrying you all the places that they have carried you. Most of our bodies we never really appreciate until they start hurting us. So appreciate your feet today. Hopefully your feet aren't hurting you. Good, and just like we did with the fingers, we're going to pull all 5 of those right toes. And again, we'll pull each one twice. Good, and when you're finished, you're going to take both hands to that right knee, and we're just going to flow by bringing the right knee toward the left shoulder as you sort of twist the torso a little bit to the right. Exhale, release. Inhale, draw the right knee toward the left shoulder, and release. 2 more. And we're back to our figure 4. Flex the right foot, lengthen the spine. And if you're already feeling quite a bit of sensation in your right hip, stay just like this. If you want to take it a step further, you can bring the forearms to that right leg, or the torso drapes over the legs. You do what works for you. You're the only one who knows how your body is feeling today, what your limitations are, where your discomfort or your tightness may be. And wherever you are, if you're leaned forward, go ahead and bring the torso back upright. Uncross the right leg. And just take a minute to lower your gaze or close your eyes and notice the difference between your right side and your left side. Your right hip and your left hip. Notice the difference. Hopefully there is one. If there's not, that's okay too. Call to mind again your dedication for your practice today. Good. Gently You blink those eyes back open and we'll even out the sensation to the left side. So we're going to hug that left knee in toward the chest any amount. You can use your strap here if that helps you. And we'll take our circles with the bent left knee. So we're just circling the left knee, waking up that left hip. And reverse your circles in the other direction. And cross the left ankle over the right knee or the left ankle over the right ankle. Lengthen the spine. And we'll show that left foot a little love and appreciation now. So go ahead and massage the bottom of the left foot in whatever way feels nice for you. Maybe even take a minute to think about all the places your feet have walked in your life. Feeling gratitude for our feet. And then we're going to pull each toe on the left foot twice. Not sure what my dog's barking at, but sorry for that. Good, then circle that left ankle a little bit. I'm not sure we circled the ankle on the other side. And then we're going to pulse again. So the right hand grabs the left knee. Left hand goes wherever it needs to go. And we draw the left knee toward the right shoulder as the torso turns to the left a little bit. Inhale, release. Exhale, draw knee to shoulder and twist. Two more. Good. Come back to your figure four. There's a flex in the left foot, lengthen the spine, belly in. Remembering your option to stay upright, or you find a little bit of a forward fold or a big forward fold over the left leg. You do what works for you. But wherever you are, let the head hang heavy. Good, nice and easy. Lift yourself back up and uncross the left leg. And notice again if the hips feel a little bit more even now. And then we're just going to heel toe the feet out to a wide angle again. So the knees are wide and we're going to take a few rounds of cat-cow here. So on an inhale, we're going to arch the back, jet the chest forward, shoulder blades draw together, chin lifts slightly. And on an exhale, scoop out the belly, round the back, widen the shoulder blades, and the chin drops. And just flow like that. So inhale for cow, exhale for cat. Two more. Good. Bring the torso back up to neutral. We're going to leave the legs wide. And we're just going to lift the right heel off the floor. Toes stay down. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the left heel off the earth. Exhale, release. And just alternate. Inhale, right heel lifts. Exhale, release. Inhale, left heel lifts. Left heel releases. And just flow like that. Bringing as much of a lift as you can. Good. After you lift the left heel, again, lower it back down, and then we're going to lift both heels together. So inhale, both heels lift off the earth. Exhale, release. Two more. Good. Release the feet back down to the earth. And we're going to take a forward fold here. So again, you may bring the elbows to the knees and the head hangs heavy here. Or the hands travel down to a block or a footstool or the floor. Wherever you are, let the head hang heavy, and maybe you shake the head yes and no just to loosen up the neck a little bit, and then settle back into stillness, letting the neck, the jaw, the muscles of the face feel soft and relaxed. And breathe. Maybe call to mind your dedication for today's practice. Good. If the hands are on the floor or a block or a footstool, go ahead and bring the elbows back up to the knees. And take a breath or two here. And then we can use the hands to the knees to lift the torso nice and slowly back upright. We don't want to do that too fast, otherwise sometimes we end up dizzy. And then just heel toe the feet back to hip width distance apart. And we'll bring the fingertips to the shoulders. So the elbows are bent, fingers on the shoulders. And we're going to make some circles backward with the elbows. So another nice way to massage the shoulder area and release the tension that most of us tend to hold in the neck and the shoulder area. At least that's my area. And circle in the other direction. So I'm circling forward now. One more big circle. And release the arms. Let's take a standing down dog with our chair. So I'm facing the back of my chair, and I'm going to bring my hands to the back of the chair. And I'm just going to walk my feet back until I can find all kinds of length in the spine. Knees can be bent here if your hamstrings are a little bit tighter. Or the legs can move towards straight, or you straighten one leg at a time. We call this walking our dog. You do what works, but eventually settle into stillness here. Let the heart drop to the floor. Let the head and neck relax. The hands are holding you up here. And breathe up and down the spine. Nice and easy. Lift yourself back up, walk the feet back in. And we're just going to take a minute to sort of shake out and undulate the whole body. So just sort of make any kind of weird organic movement with the arms, the legs. Just undulate and shake it all out. Loosen everything up. Good. That feels good, doesn't it? I feel a little tingly. So I'm going to offer you some options here. So we're going to come up and down on our toes. So we're going to lift and lower the heels again. So for balance, you can hold on to the back of the chair with one arm. And then inhale, come up on your toes. And maybe one arm comes up by the ear. Exhale, release it back down and lower your arm. Inhale, lift the heels. If your balance is not feeling challenged today, you can do both arms up and down. You can also do this seated if that's better for you. Just lift and lower the heels and lift and lower your arms. But if you like the balance of holding onto the chair, do that. But try to lift the heels straight up and straight down. They kind of want to splay out or in. This is a good one to build strength in the ankles and the calves. Let's take two more. Good. So now we're going to stay standing and face the seat of your chair this time. And we're going to bring the hands to the seat of the chair. We're going to bring the right foot under the seat of the chair. And we're going to step the left toes back. And the left toes are tucked under. So we're kind of in a lunge position here. And there's the option to stay just like this, but I invite you to try a twist to the right. So maybe the right hand comes to the right hip and you open the chest toward my back wall, but you're opening the chest toward your right knee. Or maybe that right arm extends straight up to the sky. But don't collapse into that left shoulder. You're pushing down into the seat of the chair with your left hand to help bring that left shoulder away from the ear. And breathe here in whatever version of this lunge twist that you're in. And then release the right hand back to the seat of the chair. Step the left foot up under the chair and we'll switch sides. So now we're going to take a big step back with the right foot. The right toes are curled under. The right hand pushes down into the seat of the chair, and either the left hand comes to the left hip and you twist open to the left. Or maybe that left arm reaches up to the sky, pushing down through the through the right arm, right hand, to keep yourself from collapsing into the right shoulder. Reaching in both directions and breathing. Gently release back out. Step the right foot back up. Bring yourself up to stand. And then we'll go ahead and take a seat back in our chair. Take a minute to rest or notice how your body's feeling in this moment. Send some love to your dedication today. And we'll just gently flow the arms. So let the arms hang by your side, palms up. We reach the arms straight out to the side and all the way up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. So inhale, arms wide and out and up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, peace. And exhale, love. Two more. Just take a minute with the hands in front of the heart center. Lower the gaze or close your eyes and just notice. And release the hands. And let's take the right arm up by the right ear and then bend the elbow and let the right hand land on the left side of the head. And very, very gently, we're just going to let the right hand guide the right ear over toward the right shoulder. So we're not forcing or pushing anything here. It's a very, very gentle pressure of the right hand on the left side of the head. And just notice the sensation in the left side of the neck. Relax your jaw. Good. Gently release the hand. Bring the head back up to neutral. And we'll lift the left arm up by the left ear. Bend the left elbow so the left hand comes to the right side of the head. And it very gently guides the left ear over to the left shoulder. And now you're noticing the sensation in the right side of the neck. Very gently release the left hand. Lift the head back up to neutral. And we'll settle in for our Shavasana. So option is to stay seated in your chair and go ahead and sit back and lean back so you're fully supported in your chair. Also an option to lie on your back on the floor or on a couch or a bed. Just take a minute to get situated and comfortable. Make any final wiggles, movements, or adjustments that you might need to make to settle into stillness and take your rest. Lower your gaze or close your eyes wherever you are. And allow the body to reverberate with the effects of the class today. Feel whatever you're feeling in your body without judgment or expectation. And allow yourself to feel soft and heavy. And I have a reading or a meditation from the Meditation Bible by Madonna Gowding, and this section or this reading is called Life is Short. Your life actually goes by in the blink of an eye. Ask any person who's in their 80s or 90s and they will almost always tell you to make the best of your time. This may sound morbid, but it is actually about helping you live fully. If you talk to someone who's recovered from a life-threatening illness, they will often tell you how grateful they are to have had the disease, as it woke them up to the preciousness of life. They may begin to do things they always wanted to do but never got around to. They may quit their job and find another, or end a relationship that ended in spirit a long time ago. Meditating on the fact that you may die at any time not just in old age, will help you set your priorities and act on them. So take a minute to note your age and how many years you think you can expect to live. Now imagine how you would feel if you knew you were going to die in about 2 years from now. What would you do differently with your life? And now think about how precious your life is. Who would you want to tell that you loved them? What would you want to do with your remaining time? Would you want to get closer to your family or your friends? Would you quit your job and travel? I want you to think about these questions, and then maybe later today or this week you write down everything you imagined you would do, and maybe try to make doing these things a priority in your life. We'll have a couple minutes of silence, and then I'll cue you out. And gently begin to deepen your breath. Invite small movements to your fingers and to your toes. And then reach the arms up by the ears, the legs out in front. Give yourself a big stretch in both directions, and then soften it all down. If you're on the floor, go ahead and bring yourself up to an easy seated position. And we'll all press our palms together in front of our heart center as our gesture of closing this sacred time that you've made for yourself and that we've shared together. Call to mind again your person that you dedicated this practice to today. Take a big inhale of peace. And imagine this exhale of love goes straight to that person. My soul honors your soul. I commend the place in you where the Spirit resides. I admire the place in you that is of love, light, truth, and peace, because it's also within me, and in sharing these things we are united. We are one. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today, and I'll see you all next time. Have a great week.